Kip's Corner. Welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. Thanks for joining me. Okay, so I thought it was time to work on the next butterfly project piece, and I found this at an estate sale. It's wood. I put gesso on it, and it's for moving the paint, right? This I think in silk screening. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, I put a coat of gesso on it and then just a little bit of crackle paste. And then what I've done, and this is the butterfly that's going to go on here somewhere, somehow. And what I did was pick up a few pieces that I've got here that are all related to, well, not all of them. Some of them are watchmaker parts and pieces, but I've got one of the optometrist test lens pieces that might go on here somewhere. I've got a little vial of watch parts from my watchmaker cabinet that might go on here somewhere. I've got a coil or a spring from an actual watch, and when you pull these out and open them, they pop up. They pop up. That might go on there somewhere. And I have, this is the face, what's it called? I don't know. The face of a watch face. That might go on here somewhere. I have this rusted piece, and it's kind of got that shape, and I thought it looks pretty cool. There's a couple different ways that it looks neat. It fits just perfectly on there, so that'll probably make its way there. And then I have my bag of watch hands, and one or two of those might make their way there. This is a container that the coils often will come in. They'll come tightly wound in there. And so that's just a little metal container. So that's just sitting here too. And some of the pieces, this is like the little envelope that watch parts come in. I think this might actually have, does this have anything in it? No, this one's empty. So, and then whoops, I just dropped that. The wax pieces. This is an actual watch part right there. I thought there was another one, but if there was, I've lost it. They're so tiny. I don't know how a watchmaker messed with those itty bitty tiny pieces. I just don't know. So I've just pulled those things aside. That doesn't mean that's all that's going to go on here, but it's just stuff that's going to be here to sort of inspire me as I go along. And I'm going to create some kind of an assemblage. Oh, and then I also have these two handles. I like both of them for different reasons. So this one's bigger and it fits beautifully right down here, right like that. So that might go on there. And this one also fits really nicely on there, kind of like that. So I don't know, one of those will probably go on there. I like this because then you could hang this on the wall and drape put a towel over that. But anyway, I don't know. We'll just see what the mood strikes. So the next step, or the first step really, is to get some color on this background. And I think I want to try to pull in, not only this light ivory beigeish color that's in the very background, but also these browns and maybe a tiny, tiny bit of this teal from the actual butterfly here. So I'm going to start with, which I often do, I'm a creature of habit. I'm going to start with raw umber. And I haven't gotten anything out yet. So let me kind of get this area ready to go, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm going to start with, so I've got my golden acrylic and raw umber. And I also picked up the golden high flow acrylic in raw umber. I'm not sure if I'll use both of those. And I just have some water, and I'm just going to spritz this. What I want to do first is I want to get some that dark brown color down in the cracks from the crackle paste. Get that all over where I've got the crackle paste. All right, there's some more here. Oh, intruders. Okay, let that sit just for a second. Oops, there's more. And now you can see the cracks are becoming more defined. That was the idea there. This is raw umber, but it's raw umber from Nova Color. And it is a lighter raw umber. Oops, and it's got a little bit of goober here. And I don't want it to all come off. I want this texture here. Now I'm going to go a little darker. And we're making a mess. That's good. We like making messes. There we go. I'm liking that. Okay. Now I'm going to get some of that teal in there. This is Liquitex acrylic ink in green permanent. So I think this is going to be very green. So we're just going to put some here. And this is also Liquitex acrylic ink in Prussian blue. So we'll put some in another container. And now I'm going to, I'm going to take the aqua. This is the Bombay India ink. I don't know if these can be mixed or not. We're going to find out, aren't we? And that's the closest. Okay. Let me get in camera here. Get that up, push that up. Can you see that? Oh, I dropped another brush. I just keep dropping brushes all over the place. Okay, so I'm going to take the aqua, which is pretty close, and I'm going to add just a tiny bit of green. Let's see what that gets us. Oh, see, that might have been too much. Okay. Ooh, that was a good right off the bat. Just a little bit of blue in there. Darken that up a little. Let's get more of the aqua. That hint of color. I don't know if you can see that or not. There you go. Can you see? It's pretty wet, but. And that is pretty close to the butterfly. Okay, I'm going to keep doing some more of that in different places. Stop while you're ahead. Okay, I'm going to dry this. Hey, we've got some things painted and dried and ready to start assembling. I changed my mind about what I was going to do. I decided instead of doing sort of the timepiece swatch part pieces that I was going to go to all rust. So what I've done is I'm just playing with kind of an arrangement here. And I have all these pieces that I've rusted and they've all gotten a coat of glossy accents on the top of them. That's to seal that rust. It gives it a little bit of a, let's see, a little bit of a shine that you can see there, but I'm okay with that. And once this is completely assembled, I'll probably seal the whole thing with a spray sealant. So that'll take that shine back down. So basically I'm ready to start gluing. I've also got a coat of matte gel medium on the top of my puzzle, and I painted the sides where the puzzle piece is gray. You can see from the back, I just take a real small brush and dab around the outside edge. And in this case, I used raw umber, or this darker brown that I've used, you know, on this piece as well. So, and then I put 2 coats of matte gel medium on the top and a coat on the back as well. So this is already nicely sealed and ready to go. So I'm actually going to leave these pieces sort of right where they are and just start playing with gluing them down. In order to glue them down, I'm going to use matte gel medium. I use Liquitex matte gel medium, but any of the thicker paste kind of matte gels would work. I just happen to like Liquitex, but that doesn't mean that's the only one that works. You know, they all do. So let me get a palette knife, and I'm just gonna pick these pieces up where they are and just kind of look at where they fit on the board and just get some glue in those areas. So for example, I'm going to get some glue here. I'm not worried about getting too much on here or it oozing or gushing out, because I use, I'll clean it up, anything that kind of gooshes out on me. So I want the pieces to all kind of be connected so that it sort of moves together as one, but with this sort of butterfly surprise. And it's okay, you know, I'll have pieces outside of that one or two, but not just completely random way out there, if that makes sense. Now this piece is going to be tricky to glue because it's filigree and it, you know, it's got all those holes, and I don't want that glue completely squishing those holes. So I'm going to mostly put the glue down there on that center bottom piece. Got a couple more pieces and I just need to decide if I want them or need them on here anywhere. I'm thinking no, but just gonna kind of take this and move it around a little and decide if it needs to be on here anywhere. Now, if I put this on here, it'll be just to get that secure up underneath that puzzle piece. Then I had this one, which might kind of look fun down here, but then that's almost too much. I actually like that covering up the label, or the, what are those called? Yeah. I really don't think this needs to be on here. And I think this one probably might be just a little too much. Okay, I like it though. It'll go on another piece. That doesn't look crooked, straight either. Nothing looks straight today. It's probably my brain's crooked. Okay, one thing I'm gonna do before I leave this to dry, find it. And I should have done this before I started gluing, but I just forgot. I want to put a little bit of patina on some of these rusted pieces. Just a little dab. And this patina, if I can get it open, is very close to the color that I have. This tiny little bit of green back here. And it's also very close to the color of the butterfly. So I think a little bit is going to look good. And this is Gilder's Paste Wax in Patina. And I'm just going to kind of just walk through the piece, the metal pieces, just in a couple spots where I think it makes sense to put a little patina, and just very lightly use my hand and just very lightly add a little bit. Then when I come back and check it later, if I feel like it needs a little bit more, I may add a little bit more. But I just want a tiny little, you know, just a nod to it, if you will. Spots where I think it might make sense. Just kind of hitting some of those raised spots. It's just a tiny, subtle little thing. And then I'm going to put a little bit on the puzzle piece in a couple spots too. So it looks like it's all... Now this piece had some patina on it already. Some real patina. That's better. Just a subtle little amount. Hopefully that's enough. Just to get that piece, just it's kind of like dry brushing. If you're familiar with dry brushing at the end, where one of the reasons behind that dry brushing is really to kind of pull the pieces together. That's kind of what I'm thinking with the patina, is that just a little bit of that patina across the whole thing helps to pull it together. I don't know, I may be wrong, but that's where my thought is. Okay, this needs to completely dry without me messing with it. And then what I want to do is take it outside, give it a nice seal and a spray seal, and then it'll be done. But very quickly, let's see. I'll wait till it dries and I seal it before I show you the back. Basically, I just continued this color around the back with acrylic paint. Just kind of wiped it off, brushed it off, so it got, you know, kind of that brushy look, worn look. I don't know why I keep feeling like I want to put this guy on here somewhere. He's so big. If I put him anywhere, he would go down here. That just doesn't feel, it feels too bottom heavy because of this piece is so big. Maybe there just needs to be a little... No, I'm going to leave this guy down here by himself. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. All right, so that's it for now. Well, hang on, because you won't notice it, but I'll pop right back on. It'll feel like it's right back on, but I'll pop right back on when I get this sprayed. So, and I'll say thanks for joining me then. Bye. Okay, real quick, I'm just going to do a drive-by. This is done. It's been fully sprayed, so you've got that sheen. Puppy dog's not happy. I sprayed it with a satin acrylic spray, so it's got a nice coating all the way around. And then here's that back. It is a little darker, and I ended up doing just a solid down here at the very bottom. A little darker on the back, and you can kind of see as you're rolling. It lightens up a little bit on the front. There's that tiny bit of patina in a couple spots. I did add this piece back, little patina, a little more, just tiny little touches of it. This did finally glue down, so this is pretty good. The whole thing still needs to sit for 24 hours or so, but you can see the texture. And the wood grain, look at all those cracks. Love it. All right, I'm really happy with the way this turned out. So this is Butterfly Project. This is Butterfly Project number 3, done. Bye-bye.